Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 Episode 19 Recap. Adriana accuses Julia of cheating on Martina. Welcome to the Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 Episode 19 Recap. It's part 2 of the reunion. Last time, the cast delved into their responses to Julia throwing water at Gertie. Then, Julia stunned everyone when she dropped a bomb. She claimed that she and Adriana slept together when they were in the Hamptons. Here's what happened in RHOM Season 7 Episode 19. Reunion Part 2. What happened in Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 Episode 19. Julia revealed how many times she and Adriana allegedly hooked up. Meanwhile, Adriana gave Julia a SUS gift. And Alexia and Stephanie discussed how they butted heads all season. Adriana denies having sex with Julia. We are picking up where Part 1 ended. Andy Cohen, what you don't know, but Adriana does. In the Hamptons, Adriana and I slept together, Julia stated. Everyone was stunned. After looking uncomfortable, Adriana started to laugh. Andy confirmed that Julia was talking about the 2021 cast trip. And Julia shared that they had sex before the friendship proposal. Julia added, "I was ashamed. I was embarrassed. I still am." Then she said that her wife, Martina Navratilova, knows about the incident. She told her about it 6 or 8 months ago. However, the RHOM ladies were questioning why Julia brought it up at the reunion. "I was living a mental, psychological abuse by Adriana," Julia explained. Meanwhile, Gertie, Lisa, and Adriana started to laugh. According to Julia, when she met Adriana, she was not in a good place. "Our marriage was not great," Julia stated. "I felt like I was muzzled by Adriana. I was scared. She controlled the friendships with all the women in our group." "Because you were worried that she was going to tell Martina or the women?" Andy asked. "Yes, because she was blackmailing me with this," Julia said. When Andy questioned Adriana, she admitted sleeping with Julia many times. However, when Andy asked if they had sex, Adriana fired back, "I don't have a D***ck. Now it's time for Andy to break down the birds and the bees." Andy said, "You can have sex without a D***ck. Adriana replied, "Not really." Then Stephanie chimed in, telling Adriana it's called scissoring. When asked again about her activities in the Hamptons, Adriana responded, "We slept, we kissed. But that was about it." She added, "I never scissored anybody." And when Julia asked Adriana if she blackmailed her, the singer denied it. Adriana drops a bomb about Julia cheating. When asked who believed that Julia and Adriana slept together, Alexia, Stephanie, Marisol, Kiki, and Larsa raised their hands. Meanwhile, Julia also claimed that it was her guilt that wouldn't allow her to have Adriana as a godmother to her 2 adopted boys with Martina. "Oh, **T. **T. Adriana exclaimed. In a flashback of unseen footage, Adriana threatened to break the 4th wall and tell the truth. At the reunion, Adriana responded that she respects and loves Martina and would never destroy your marriage. Then she added that Julia was in a bad place and was cheating on Martina with a Haitian mortician. Buckle up, there's more. Not only did Julia pay for the motel and supply the champs, but she also had to give him a coffee machine as a gift. Well, consider my pearls clutched. Adriana also claimed Julia cheated with a cop. When Andy asked about the coffee maker, Julia denied knowing anything about it. However, she admitted, "I shared with Adriana in confidence my certain situations that I had." Julia insisted that she and Martina don't have an open relationship, and her wife knows about these situations. Julia spills more details about hooking up with Adriana. Finally, Andy called for a break. Alexia, Andy, and Julia headed backstage together. "Did you sleep together more than once?" Andy asked.
"No.
"We slept together once, and then we fooled around in the Versace mansion." That would have been at Alexia's bachelorette party. Of course, Alexia could understand that happening at the Versace mansion. "That's kind of like hot," she said. Julia said, "We had a one-night stand." Of course, Andy asked if Julia was sleeping with the Haitian mortician, and Julia responded, TBD with a laugh. Affair?
No, she said.
What does that mean? Don't leave us hanging. And when Lisa asked Adriana if she and Julia had sex, Adriana responded, no, never. Maybe the one night. She was the one trying to come Meanwhile, Lisa
It looks like
and Adriana
Adriana
is giving herself away. I feel bad for Martina, Lisa said. She doesn't appreciate people, Adriana said of Julia. She uses people and then goes on to the next. Then, Julia was talking to Alexia, Marisol, and Kiki when Adriana burst into the room. Oh, you guys are rehearsing your answers now, Adriana exclaimed, before calling Julia a fool. Then Adriana and Julia continued to squabble about whether Adriana was blackmailing Julia. Plus, Julia added that Adriana threatened to reveal the secret if she tried to defend Marisol or Kiki. This reunion is wild. Beware. Adriana has a gift for someone. When everyone returned to the stage, Adriana had a wooden box with her. Once again, Andy tried to clarify exactly what happened in the Hamptons. According to Adriana, the first time they met, Julia complimented her boobs and asked her to go to the bathroom. So, Adriana showed Julia her boobs, and Julia bare her booty. So, in Adriana's mind, Julia was after her from the jump. Finally, Adriana admitted that in the Hamptons, Julia petted the P*SS. Adriana called it heavy petting and claimed that she never saw Julia's private parts. Then, Julia claimed that after the Hamptons, Adriana asked her to leave Martina, adding what a great storyline it would be for RHOM. So, Adriana alleged that Julia tried to F*** me in Spain. Stephanie's facial expressions are everything during this reunion. While Julia claimed it was a lie, Adriana swore on her son's life that it was true. When Julia admitted that she missed the friendship, Adriana blasted her. You miss the friendship or you miss my P***SY? She asked. When Julia asked if their friendship was for a storyline, Adriana replied, I gave you my heart. She handed her the box, which had a red, fake heart inside. Adriana claimed that Julia literally ripped her heart. So, Julia put the box on the ground, and Marisol tried to kick it away. Kiki gives an update on her relationship with her dad. Kiki is trying to mend her relationship with her father. In a proud moment for both of them, he was able to see Kiki modeling and working. And when Kiki started receiving death threats from her family members, her dad intervened. At the reunion, Kiki shared that they are still taking baby steps. Andy mentioned how incredible it was seeing Kiki find out on camera that she had a little brother. Her father wants more children, but he expects Kiki to take care of them. And Kiki hasn't been dating and has been celibate since March 2024. Meanwhile, Alexia insisted that Stephanie was working hard at getting to know the other cast members, but would reprimand or say something mean to her. Then Stephanie defended calling Todd Nepola, Alexia's then-estranged husband, garbage. Stephanie heard terrible things about Todd at happy hour with the other cast members and was trying to pump up Alexia. She apologized for the way she worded her comments. According to Alexia, Stephanie was hesitant to join the show because of Adriana. Stephanie admitted being concerned about Adriana, but only because of everything the other cast members said about her.
Oof.
Finally, it was time to discuss Stephanie's plane. Of course, Alexia thinks that Stephanie feels her plane is validation. In the end, Stephanie noted that Alexia is more sensitive than she is, so she needs to speak carefully when talking to her. Finally, to release any lingering frustration, everyone did a chest pounding and bellowed, I'm Alexia. The Real Housewives of Miami Season 7 reunion continues on Thursdays at September 8th. See on Bravo. RHOM streams on Hayu in the UK and Ireland. Tell us, what did you think of RHOM Season 7, Episode 19? Do you believe that Julia and Adriana had sex?